Welcome to the Athena Project. My name is Aaron Snow, and this is called the Haptek-Unleashed program. It is not it is not an AI program, but I created this for other reasons. And this particular deal is a Hap editor. It edits hypertext. Now, there's a lot of things on this program that we're not going to go over, but there are a few basic things that you need to know. Number one is basically it is an editor. Number two, it can read text files or read stories. Number three, it can monitor files. So it can monitor a text file or a hypertext file, or basically a HAP file. And we have, of course, a basic layout, and it's similar to the other programs. So if you want to learn more about what these things do, you can always trial and error. Some of it's mostly self-explanatory, but in the interest of time, we're going ahead and just jump right into this thing. Now I'm going to add some hypertext code to the left here, and we're going to test it. Now I just cut and paste. I could have opened it up or whatever. I could have typed it out. It doesn't matter. So I'm just going to test this, and you can see I mashed the test button down here, and she's walking toward the screen, which is what's in the hypertext, and she's going to say something.
Hi, how are you?
There you go. So she basically did the text. It works like it's supposed to. You can add 100 lines if you need to, and she will do it. Now I'm just going to clear this. I could clear it manually, or I can just mash this button down here called clear, and there you go. I'd like to show you just one more quick little piece of information here. It's the hide button, and we can hide the editor, so we just basically have a maximized version of Athena. So that will come in handy if you just want to play around with it, and it will remember plenty of defaults. There's basically there's a lot of defaults here, so if you kill the program, reopen the program, it will stay the way you set it before. Now I'm going to go ahead and open a file to read, and I already have a story, and I just have it located real quick here. It's called A Dark Brown Dog.
A child was standing on the street corner. He leaned with one shoulder against a high board fence and swayed the other to and fro, the while kicking carelessly at the gravel.
And I stopped her from speaking, called the stop speech button, and I can clear this window. So this is a pretty good size file. It will read tremendously large text files, so go ahead and clear her, clear this window. And next thing I'd like to show you is the monitoring. It monitors the text file. So we select, first of all, we select the file we want to monitor, and it will always remember this location. So even if you turn the program on and off, it will remember this. Now, we just got through choosing a particular file to monitor, and this one is called the text file, textfile.txt. Now we're monitoring this file, and what that means is that whatever text I write in here, if I can just do this right, is Athena. There we go. My name is Athena, and of course save.
Hello, my name is Athena.
And she reads whatever we put inside the file. Now we can, she monitors it every second. We can adjust that with things right here. We have we can set the intervals. That's what the interval means. We can adjust the time it takes between that she will actually monitor that file, and we can stop her from monitoring and restart it. So okay, so and after she reads that file, she will delete what's in the file, so you don't have to worry about her repeating the same line over and over again. Now the next thing she can monitor is a HAP file, which is pretty neat. Go ahead and monitor the hello.hap, and I think it's set like every 12 seconds right now. I'll open it up. Yeah, so in about 12 seconds time she'll do this. There we go. Now she'll do this, it'll monitor it once every 12 seconds. And so she'll say her
Hi.
line,
How are you?
and then 12 seconds has already passed, and it starts right when she started walking. And I'm going to just go ahead and stop her from monitoring this
Hi.
file.
How are you?
That was an accident. Okay, so she's not going to monitor. She's going to go ahead and say something, and that's it for monitoring this file.
Hi. How are you?
Now I can restart it, but of course going up there and selecting start. Now there's a piece of code I added here. I call it a pound interval, and within brackets, and I have 12,000. Now when you're setting the time, it's in milliseconds, so 12,000 milliseconds is actually 12 seconds. And anytime you using the clock function within the hypertext, and or the particular hap file is going to last a long time. In this case, it's supposed to last 9 seconds before the end of the file, and so I just added 12 seconds to give it plenty of time to monitor the file. Otherwise, it would just keep playing it once a second, and it won't give it any time to finish the hap file. So hopefully you kind of get that, and if you play around with it, you'll understand. But you need to remember that this is called made this command as interval, and then within the brackets and put your number. You got to put the pound sign in front of it, of course, and it needs to be inside the body of the text or at the bottom of the text, but don't put it at the top, or just put it somewhere below the hap type equals script line. So this is the important line that you need to get it underneath, otherwise it won't run properly. Anyway, so that's a quick bit of information. And another thing is that it will not delete the hap file like it deletes the text within the text file when you're monitoring. It's just convenience. So anyway, if you play around with it, you can figure it out how it works. It's really not that complex, and of course you can do all this stuff while she's in full view, which is, I think, is just really cool. Anyway, that's basically what it does, what she does, and what this particular program does. This is not an artificial intelligence program. It's just a monitor, basically. So you can use it in an artificial intelligence program, and I made it for whatever you want to do with it. So I appreciate you for listening, and thank you for your support.